Hi, it's Nørgaard. So I'm back today with a new makeup tutorial, and this is not only a tutorial on this full-faced look, it is also a high-end versus drugstore makeup tutorial. So on one half of my face I used only high-end makeup, and on the other half I used only drugstore or affordable makeup. So can you guys guess which side is the high-end and which one is the low-end or drugstore? So I'm gonna reveal it to you guys. This side is high-end, this side is drugstore. So please tell me down in the comment section below if you got it right. But yeah, I'm in love with this look. I think I found a lot of awesome dupes. So if you like these kind of high-end versus low-end videos, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to watch in high definition so you can really see everything. But yeah, that is all. So if you want to see how I created this look, and also if you want to see a lot of drugstore dupes for high-end makeup, then just keep on watching and here comes the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is a primer. So I have a dupe for the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and it is the W7 Camera Ready Primer. I already did a full video comparing these two, so I will link it down below. But I have never showed this dupe in a full face dupe video, so I thought I would do it today. So I'm applying Smashbox Photo Finish over here, and then W7 Prime Magic on the left side of my face. So I do actually also have an under eye primer dupe. So over here I have my Glow Minerals under eye primer, and my dupe is the e.l.f. Hydrating under eye primer. So I'm applying the Glow Minerals. This one is quite thick, but really creamy. It really hydrates. The e.l.f. one is a bit more liquidy, and I would say it's also a bit more hydrating. So now it's time to beat the face with some foundation, and I have my Marc Remarkable foundation, and my dupe for that is the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. So both of these are matte foundations with high coverage. So I have the Marc foundation in Ivory Light, and I have the Rimmel foundation in Light Ivory. And both of these colors are a bit too light for me, so that's why I'm mixing in some MAC Pro Longwear foundation and some Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. This is in Classic Beige and this is in NC25, and both of these are very full coverage, so it's not going to alter my two dupe foundations too much. But I need to mix something else in because it's too pale. So once I have it mixed, I go ahead and apply it. And as you guys can see, I'm doing the high-end side first. And I'm doing one side at a time because these are matte foundations, so they do dry pretty quickly. And this blends out beautifully. So then I go ahead and apply the Rimmel foundations. And as you guys can already see, the two sides do have different undertones. But again, I just go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. This Rimmel foundation is a bit more thick in consistency, but again, it really packs a punch when it comes to coverage. So this is the foundation. As you guys can see, the undertones are different, so I will have to get you guys to excuse that. But both of these are very full coverage. The Rimmel side is more matte though. This is like completely like liquid to powder. This one, it has more of like a demi-matte finish. So I'm going to correct my dark circles now. So my concealer dupe is a MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I have it in NC15. And the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, I have it in the color Fair. Now this Collection concealer is a very popular dupe for the MAC Pro Longwear. Honestly, I like the MAC one better because it lasts longer on me. When I wear this and if my eyes water, then this just disappears and I will get like an ugly spot where I don't have any makeup on. And it's really obvious because this is such full coverage. The MAC concealer doesn't do that on me, so personally I prefer the MAC one, but I know a lot of people love this and compare it to the MAC Pro Longwear, so that's what we are going to do now. So I just apply my concealers underneath my eyes in a triangle, And again, you can see the undertone is different on these two concealers. The MAC one again is very yellow, and this one is more of like a peachy color. So let's try and blend it out. I do think sometimes MAC kind of lacks a more neutral undertone, because the pink undertone is like too pink for me. But this yellow undertone is also very yellow. This concealer blends out so easily. It is the bomb. If you have never tried this before, you have been playing yourself. I really seriously mean that. So now let's do the dupe from Collection. This also blends out pretty easily, but it is a little more sticky and heavy. So now of course I want to set my under eye. So I have another great dupe for you guys. It is Ben Nye's Banana Powder, and my dupe is the W7 Banana Dreams Loose Powder. These are so incredibly similar, and I know that the Ben Nye powder is not that expensive actually, but I just wanted to give you guys a dupe for it. Either if you have a hard time getting the Ben Nye powder, or if it doesn't work for you, or if you just want to try something else, the W7 powder is really great. But if I were to just go in with these powders underneath my eyes, it will look ridiculous because it's way too dark, it's way too yellow for my skin tone. My main under eye setting powder is going to be the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Cameo. I am going to mix in a little bit of both for each eye, but this is going to be the main one because the yellow powders, they're just too dark for me. So before I go in with the powder, I make sure I have no creases underneath my under eyes. And then I go straight in with the powder. And I'm not baking or doing anything like that. I'm just setting the concealer. And then I do the same over here. And then I go in with the powder. Now, I don't have any all over face powder dupes, but what I do have are setting sprays. So I have my NYX Matte Finish setting spray, and my dupe is the LA Girls Matte setting spray. So both of these are drugstore products, but the NYX one I paid $8 for, and this one I believe I only paid like $5, and they work pretty much in the same exact fashion. So I'm going to spray NYX over here, and then LA Girl over here. So now we are going to bronze, and I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light contouring and highlighting palette, and my dupe is my New York Color Mosaic Face Powder, and this is in All Over Bronze Glow. So I'm going to use this color from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my cheekbones. So I'm bronzing up my entire face, and as you guys know, I do my jawline. So now I'm starting with the New York Color bronzer, and yeah, I go all around. So I'm also going to contour my nose with each one of these bronzers, and I try not to go too hard on the nose so it doesn't look crazy. Okay, so my next dupe is my blush. I have my Urban Decay Naked Flushed palette in Naked, and in here you get this beautiful blusher. And my dupe for that is this Jordana powder blush in Sandalwood. I hope you guys can see that these two colors are very close. I think the Urban Decay color is a bit more powerful, it's a bit more pigmented, but they show up on the cheeks looking identical. So let me go ahead and apply a little bit of that right on the apple of my cheek. Of course, this is the Urban Decay blush, and then I make sure to blend it back into the bronzer, and then I do the same with the Jordana blush, and I just start buffing it back into my bronzer. And I hope you guys can see that these are very similar. Okay, you guys, I just cleaned up my bronzer with some of the Ben Nye Cameo powder, and now we can move on to the highlights. So my highlight for my high-end side is again from the Naked Flushed palette, and my dupe is from the Carly Bible palette by BH Cosmetics. So I'm going to use this light pink highlighter, and my dupe is this light pink one here. This one is a bit more shimmery than the Urban Decay one, but the colors are very close. So I'm going to apply it up here on the tops of my cheekbone and just blend it in a little bit with my blush brush. And I'm going to do a little bit of the Carly Bible highlighter. This is quite shimmery, so I don't want to do too much. And then I just go ahead and blend it in. I just want a slight glow on my cheeks. Okay, you guys, so I swept away my baking powder and I put in my big hoops. I didn't want to have in my hoops when I did my face makeup because I always get powder and foundation on them and it just looks super messy, so I just put them in afterwards. So now we are ready to do the eyes, and of course we're starting out with the eyebrows. So I'm going to compare the Naked Basics palette from Urban Decay with the W7 in the Mood eyeshadow palette. So here you guys can see the colors, and I'm going to use these eyeshadows on my eyes and also in my eyebrows. So for my high-end brow, I'm going to use these two colors. So they are called Faint and Naked 2. And I'm just using this brush from Primark. So I'm using the darker of the two colors in the end of my eyebrow. And I stop about right here. And then I use the lighter color. And from the W7 palette, I'm going to use these two colors. And these are called Wink and Katie. So I'm using Katie, which is the darkest one, again along the end of my brow. Now I am going to clean up my eyebrows. So over here I of course use the MAC concealer and I bring it down onto the lid as an eye primer, and I just blend it out with my beauty blender. And then I use the Collection concealer for my other brow, and I do also apply a little bit of that on the eyelid, and then I go ahead and blend all of this out. So now I'm going back in with Naked 2 and I'm simply patting this color all over my eyelid, and I take the W7 dupe and I also go ahead and pack that all over the eyelid. So I'm going to mix these two matte colors. So this over here is Foxy and this one is Walk of Shame, and this is going to be my brow bone highlight. And I take the dupes, and these are called Oops and Venice, and again I just apply that up here on my brow bone. So now I'm taking Faint again and I'm going to work this softly into the crease, and I take the W7 dupe and I also blend this into my crease. Now I'm going to take this shimmery color, this is Venus, and I'm going to pop a little bit of Venus in here, and again go in with the W7 dupe, which is called Shrimp, and I just apply that right in this inner corner. Now I'm going to take the matte black from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and this is called Crave, and I'm actually going to use this to line my upper lash line. So I just line it in small little strokes, and then I take the W7 dupe, this is called Cargo, and I just line my other eye, and again I just do small little strokes and I pick up new product. So now I want to do some waterline eyeliner. So I have my MAC Eye Kohl in Smolder, and my dupe is my L'Oreal Silk Sesame eyeliner in the color Seductive Black. So I'm going ahead and adding this to my upper waterline, and I also do my lower waterline, and then I use my L'Oreal pencil over here. So for my two mascaras, I have Too Faced Better Than Sex, and my dupe is the L'Oreal Voluminous. Both of these are super volumizing, great mascaras. So I'm going to go ahead over here and coat my lashes, and then I load up on L'Oreal over here. So here you guys can see what the two mascaras look like with just one coat. I think both of these mascaras are bomb. So I do actually also have a lash dupe for you. So here you guys have House of Lashes Iconic, and over here we have the Cocoa Lashes in Goddess. So House of Lashes are $12 and Cocoa Lashes are $6. So let's try them on. Okay, so here I have my House of Lashes Iconic eyelash. So let's try and pop it on. So here I have my Cocoa Lash in Goddess. So let's try it on. Okay you guys, so these are the eyes done. I do indeed think that these lashes are incredibly similar. So now let's do a lip dupe that is incredibly similar. So I have these two lip glosses. Over here I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in Dainty, and over here I have the Lipmatic Organic lip gloss in Life's a Peach. And I think in the tube Lipmatic looks a bit darker, but on the lips they look so similar. So let me go ahead and show you. So should I do like half like this or half like this? I think I'm gonna do half like this. So this was Anastasia, super pigmented as you can see, then Lipmatic, and on the top. So tell me you guys, can you honestly tell that I put two different lip glosses on my lips? Cause I for sure can't. I think this is such an amazing lip gloss dupe. The only difference I can really tell between the two glosses is that the Anastasia is a bit thicker and the Lipmatic is a bit thinner, just a slight difference, and that's the only thing. Now I do also want to point out that Anastasia is $16 and Lipmatic is $14. So obviously you don't save that much money, and it seems like you also get more product in the Anastasia lip gloss. So it's probably about the same price if you do the math, which I'm not going to do. But if you did do the math, then these would probably cost about the same. But I just want to show you guys this dupe because these are just so similar. Okay you guys, so here you have it. This is my fourth high-end versus drugstore makeup tutorial. I hope you guys like this one. I really love how this one turned out. Not only do I like all the dupes that I found, but I also really like the makeup look. So I hope you guys like this look as well. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like these kind of high-end versus drugstore makeup looks, then please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And that is it. I will see you guys in my next video. So take care and bye bye!